What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Frequency 140 Movie Channel. As always, you can see I'm joined by my amazing co-host, Mr. Sean Bennett.
What up, y'all?
And today, since we, put out a Scream 7 trailer
Yeah.
reaction,
I can't believe it's even happening, but
I know,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
it's pretty
happening.
cool.
It's happening.
So since that's been going so big, we figured why not just do a tier list of the whole franchise? So we got it set up, as you can see, into 4 different categories, and they're all lines from the films. And so number 1 tier is what's your favorite scary movie?
Yeah, what's your favorite scary movie?
You got to have a
that?
sequel.
Uh-huh.
I want to know who I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And not in my movie. All right, so let's get this one started, y'all. We got the first one up. It is 1996, Scream 1.
Oh, my word.
And this movie is an absolute classic.
like
It is
scary
one of my
movies?
favorite horror films of
Okay,
all time.
okay.
Like probably in my top 5, actually.
I could see that.
It saved horror in the 90s. It really, really did.
Yes,
It
sir.
created a whole huge horror boom for slashers. And not only that, as far as like how it's shot.
First person,
yeah.
the single shot take. Yep, you're
Yeah,
right.
and
Absolutely.
like after this came out, like everybody adopted that style because you would have so many knockoffs. Like I Know What You Did Last Summer,
Right.
The Faculty,
Right.
Urban Legend, and even Halloween H2O.
Good call
Yeah,
back.
it's pretty much the Scream movie just with Michael Myers in it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's really
You're
good,
right though. That and the first time I saw String, I felt the same thing. Watching it, I mean, being a fan of the genre, it's kind of like, okay, all right, here we go. But boy, did this movie really pull us in. I mean, and the biggie for me, and I'll say this: you see Drew Barrymore, and then all of a sudden, within like 5 minutes, she's dead.
Yeah.
I knew that we
They pulled
were
a Psycho, yeah.
we were off to a whole nother realm of cinema, and I appreciated that because you're right. We needed something to reignite.
Yeah, because the '90s horror
It-
films, man. I mean, it was
so
pretty
stale.
brutal.
It just it was and sequels. It was so stale. This was the first one you got that really was fresh and you could bite into, and
Yeah.
that's what I did. I loved it. I loved everything about this movie. It was what we were looking for as fans.
I agree.
Right. Where do you put it?
Oh yeah, I'm already putting it at the top.
Okay,
Man, this
all right.
is a 10 out of 10 classic.
Well, you know what? Me too. Okay.
Like, and there is spoilers here, folks. I meant to say that at the
Yes,
beginning.
yes, we're gonna.
We
yeah,
can't
yeah,
talk about
you
Scream
cannot.
movies without
right,
the killers.
Right.
What would become a trope in these films, is always the motive of the killers.
Yes, yep.
You really think it's just one killer, and then, like I said, with the twist ending, you find out Stu joined Billy,
Right.
and there's
that's,
two.
Oh God.
And it was brilliant how they played this off.
Totally, because when you go back and watch it now, knowing that there's two characters, like you can see the difference now, and that's what I love. You're right, because
Yeah,
I mean,
that's paying attention to how direct
Right.
it goes from Wes Craven, man.
watching it the first time, you're like, all right, it's, you until you watch it to the end, you think it's one person, and then you realize it's two at the end. But then you go back and watch it again, knowing that it's two people. Oh my God, it's even better
I know,
because
man.
you can
It's
see
so
the
good.
differences in personalities and personas.
even
and
the way they hold the
oh
knife.
my God, I mean,
Like,
it truly
it's
it
awesome.
It is. I mean, I'm with you, man. This is. I know, a lot of people kind of don't understand why this is such an iconic film in the genre, but it is because of that. Because in the time it was introduced to us, it was so dull, and then we got this, and it was everything you could thought of. It turned your mind on. You had
Yeah.
to think through everything.
Yeah,
You
and-
didn't know who what was going down, and then when it happened, you're like, oh my God.
I said it was like in my top 5 horror movies. This is the best whodunit movie of all time.
I agree with that. I
Like,
agree with that. Absolutely.
amazing.
Absolutely. No, right on. All right, so we're right there. We agree on that one. Cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right, so let's move on to Scream 2.
Let's do it.
This was made within a year of
Yep.
Scream because it was such a big success.
Money.
And usually, when you make your films within 1 year, like Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5,
Mm-hmm.
it always ends up shitty. But this is the exception to that.
Yep.
This was very well thought out, written by Kevin Williamson again, directed by Wes Craven again. You got the same cast back with a few new faces. We got Jerry O'Connell joining the cast. We got Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Wait a
and-
minute. You mean the fat kid from Stand By Me?
Yep.
Damn it.
Yeah, he ain't fat no more.
No. I tell you, like, not to get off track, Jerry O'Connell, dude, seriously, we've seen this kid.
Yeah.
He's the fat kid.
Yeah.
And Stand By Me, we know that. And I'm not it doesn't matter. Hey,
doesn't
man,
matter. It's
big
just-
as
it's
beauty.
true.
It's the truth. But this man, whatever he did, my God,
He took-
he makes my heart flutter a little bit. Just, I mean, he is. He's a handsome man. He's a handsome man. Just, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, this
Sorry.
movie hits on everything. No, that's
Yes.
totally cool.
Yep.
Yeah, this movie hits on everything a sequel should, and
Mhm.
it still stays just as meta as the first film.
Yep.
It makes fun of itself, especially with the character of Randy,
Right.
who always was explaining the rules.
Mhm.
Well, now he has to explain the rules of a sequel. You know, you buy into all of it, and it becomes like a dark comedy, but it's close.
No, it is a dark comedy. I'll take that. No,
You
it's
know?
a dark comedy because you're right. They were making fun of themselves. They took that liberty to not take themselves so seriously, and that allowed us as viewers to be like, yeah. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
all right, we can, right. We get it. We're buying into it. We love it.
Mhm.
I appreciated that aspect. They're
Oh,
very
yeah.
much self-aware.
It's great. I thought this was done so well. This is one of my favorite part twos of all time.
Amen. Amen.
Which we need to do a part two franchise list. That'd be fun.
That would be a good one. I like that idea. All right. All right. So where
Yeah.
are we going? We're
All
going to
right, so I'm putting this in. You gotta have a sequel because it's not Scream 1. It's not too much of a downgrade, but I mean, it's still really solid. I mean, there is one scene that I think was pretty problematic was that when they get in this car accident when Ghostface is driving Nev Campbell and her friend, well, Nev Campbell has to get out through the back of this cop car
Right.
and climb over Ghostface. And question always is like, why don't you just grab a knife and just stab the shit out of him right there? It's done. I mean,
This is why you're not a detective, because you would have solved the case and there's no drama or no like,
Oh.
I mean, it's like A, B, and C. That's what it is, right?
yeah. And speaking of solving the
you're right, you're
case,
right.
I do want to talk about the killers here for just a second. The killers were Nancy Loomis, which is
Yep.
Billy's mother from the first film. And I love Mickey's motivation here. His motivation was he wants to blame this on horror movies. And it's like, oh, this is why I went crazy. I watched too many movies.
Right.
Man, growing up during that time, that hit home for me.
Yeah.
Because that's constantly what we heard.
That's us. That's
Yeah,
us, guys.
It
I mean,
was just
I
like,
mean,
oh, these movies are going to ruin your life.
It's
and you're
crazy,
going to
guys.
become
We're-
a serial killer. It's
we're
like, that's
talking-
not how this works.
Well, that's what's crazy. So we're talking about duo killers in a movie franchise, and look at both of us.
Yeah, man.
I'm not saying we're doing that, guys. I'm not
No,
saying
no,
that.
yeah,
I'm
we
just
haven't done
saying I can relate and understand because boy, wow. Okay. I
Yeah,
gotcha.
no,
I
and
gotcha.
so I love the motivation of the killers, and the reel was done very well,
Yep.
and they stuck the landing again on this one. So yeah, where are you putting it at, buddy?
So I'm gonna go a little bit differently. This is going right there at what's your favorite scary movie?
Okay.
I do.
Yeah, I could
I
see.
do that because like same thing with Halloween 2.
Mm-hmm.
I like a natural progression of a story, just kind of keeping it, in the same vein and in the same era, and the one right after. It's right there with Scream 1. I mean, I love both of them.
All right, so that brings us to Scream 3. Now, this one would come out in 1999.
Yeah.
Also, bringing back the cast members of David Arquette, Nev Campbell, Courtney Cox. All the familiar faces are here. Now, this is where Scream goes south for
Yep.
me. To me, it's the killer reveal. That was
Yes.
such a letdown.
Yep.
And did you know that it wasn't supposed to be Roman in this one?
Yep.
Yeah, it was originally going to be Stu,
Should
which
have been.
I think
Should have been.
I agree. I
Should've
think
been.
if it was Stu, it would have saved this movie. And then not only that, I thought it was a little bit long.
It was.
So-
Well, I mean, hell, when you write a modern day song, it's very rare that you find someone who actually writes a song singularly, like they write a song. This right here is a victim of just that. It's not one
Yeah, I
person
agree.
writing a movie. It's not one person with an idea. It is multiple people now because we have so much money that's been made on this movie. Everybody wants to get a piece, and it gets so convoluted.
Yeah, I
That's
think
what's
so
happening.
too. And I think that was kind of the meta take on Hollywood
Yeah.
now because they're filming
Stab.
Stab 3 or Stab. I can't remember.
No,
which.
it's Stab 3. Yeah,
Okay,
they're
cool.
trying to
I
use,
wouldn't. Yeah. I couldn't remember
But
what
that's
Stab.
why
were
I'm
on
like,
here.
okay, Stab. Great. All right.
So, Nev Campbell's out there
Yep.
and the killer's back, obviously. And you're trying to figure it out. Then when it's revealed that, it's Roman, that the actual killer, and now he's Sid's half brother.
So convoluted.
And I'm like, and then not only that,
So
he was the
convoluted.
one that apparently got Billy and Stu to kill her mom
I got it.
because she abandoned him. And I'm like, I always had a problem with that because it's like, I just love Billy and Stu on their own. Like, that's the beauty of it. They're crazy.
I'm with you. I'm not trying to get too deep on this. I'm just saying that this was a franchise and this was a movie that gave us an understanding of the fact that you can have two young individuals or any young individual that just has issues and you don't know how to describe it. You don't know how to handle it. You don't know how to take care of it. And all of a sudden things happen. And what do you do then? You just kind of sit back going, oh my God, what were the telltale signs, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not glorifying it, but I agree with you. I appreciated the fact of the story being two deranged teenagers that committed these heinous crimes. This goes way. I mean,
Oh yeah, no,
that's
it
my
goes
point.
all
It's
the way
like
around on
this
this
is
one.
the thing. It's like Scream 1 and 2. You had a good foundation, and I get it, man. I mean, it was right there. But now the money gets involved, and everything starts rolling, and we got to make more money. We got to do this. And things just start going off the rails. What do
But
you put? I mean, I'm just
oh yeah,
saying.
no, it's totally cool. All right, so I'm actually putting this in not my movie.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. All right,
Right.
good. This is easy.
Like you said, the time this was coming out, I mean, this was billed heavily
Yes.
as like the last Scream. Like this is
Right.
gonna
This
tie
would
up
be it.
everything.
Right.
And
It did not.
and like it's not that the rest of the movie is terrible. I mean, if
No,
Scream
no,
3
and
is
it's
your
not a bad
worst
movie. It's not a bad movie. It's not a bad movie.
If it's your worst movie in the franchise, you're doing all right.
Amen.
Well,
But what is what it is.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's got to be one bad apple somewhere.
You know.
But all right, so
I mean, no, Halloween 3 was not a bad album because Halloween 3 was an awesome. Sorry,
Man, fuck that
I'm
movie.
sorry, had to bring that back up.
that movie.
Hey man, it's Halloween season. I watched that damn thing like 5, almost 7 times, and
And you still can't tell me what's happening.
no,
with
no,
it?
absolutely no idea. I just love the mask. I want a mask. And
You
it
just go watch The Great Pumpkin. Man.
even
It's
even Miss
okay.
Mandy, literally, she watched it with me twice, and she's the same. Was like, I have no idea what's going on.
What is this?
I like. There's no storyline. There's nothing. Just we want a mask and one more day to Halloween.
Stop it. Get some help.
Sorry.
Silver
All right, I'll
Shamrock
get off
thing.
that. I'm sorry. That's Me and you are
Sorry.
always gonna have a.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
contention
yeah,
there.
there we go. Okay,
Yeah.
moving
At least
on.
it's not resurrection.
No, it's not. God, thank
So
you.
yeah,
All right.
I'll forgive you on that one. They would come back
2011.
in
Oh my
2011 with
Oh, we're
Scream
so
4.
old.
Wes Craven's back. Of course, David Arquette,
Yep.
Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox all come back. And we got, again, more new faces. And it concentrates a little bit more on this newer generation. I got to tell you, man, I freaking love this movie. And I don't know why people complain about it so much, other than, I guess, probably the crap ending. The whole rest of it, I mean, there's great scenes in here, great characters again.
Story writing. I mean,
like,
it is. A
Emma
great story.
Roberts
It's a great
kills it
story.
in this
Yes.
film.
Emma
And,
Roberts.
like Hayden Panettiere as Kirby.
Yep.
And Rory Culkin. All give it 100% in this movie. And it's so well thought out.
Yep.
It's written by Kevin Williamson again, who wrote the first 3. And the motivations of the killers in this one is my favorite. So when it's revealed that it's Emma Roberts and Rory Culkin, Emma
They're
Roberts
so cute.
is.
They're so cute.
I know.
That's what Miss Mandy would say. They're so cute.
Emma Roberts is playing Sid's cousin. You know, she is jealous
Yep.
of all the fame that Sid got from surviving all these murders. So she wants to be the final girl this time. Be like YouTube famous, Instagram famous, do the interviews. And I could see that happening in this new generation. That's why I love the motive here.
Yes, because we see it
It
happening
makes so
every
much
day.
sense.
Right. And this is 2011. Here we're 2025, and I appreciate you saying that because exactly we can see that in relation to our modern day society, right? Anything for clout.
Oh, yeah.
Get me
Anything.
noticed. Look at me. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Don't not pass me by. If somebody's getting that attention over there, I want that too. If I got something to do with it, I'm going to get something. I mean, that's today's world. This is as precursor to what we're dealing with in social media.
Yeah, but this is like right at that
You
point
want
where
to be-
influences
look
or
at me.
influencers
Right.
were coming around at this
Right.
point. And, you know, people were getting YouTube famous, like
Eh.
the Paul brothers, for instance. You know, like, so this was.
You really want to start that one tonight?
No, yeah, that's another can of worms.
I was about to say,
But-
don't do that one tonight.
But yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, it was. I thought it was so brilliant of an idea.
So where are you putting this?
Okay, I'm gonna put it in. You gotta have a sequel, man.
Yeah.
I freaking love this. Movie.
I'm.
I didn't like the ending, and this may be a hot take here, but Sid should have died. I wish Emma Roberts could have got away with it, and that's how they built the new trilogy.
I like that.
They didn't pull the trigger on it.
Well, I'll just go ahead and say it, probably because she's too young, didn't have the contractual obligations. But I agree with that. I think that would have been an awesome storyline shoot off.
So where are you putting it, bud?
You gotta have a sequel. I mean, I ain't hating on it by no means. Like I said, I mean, I agree with you. Knowing Emma Roberts, what I know of her today, that'd been awesome. God, that'd been
Yeah,
awesome.
it'd been great.
She'd been fantastic.
And it would have been a cool play on the story because now we're going into 5 knowing who the killer
right,
is.
right.
To where now it's different. It's like Michael Myers or Freddy or something.
Again,
now.
Hollywood, professional wrestling. Just look us up, man. If you need any screenwriting tips, I mean, we're here, bro. I mean, we're here. F140. Let
Check
us
us
know.
out.
All right. Yeah. All right. I got you, bro. I got you.
All right. So, like I was saying, Scream 4 didn't do the box office
Nah.
numbers that they really anticipated. So, they would wait again till about, let's see, 2022, and we would finally get this rebookable, basically.
How long did it take you to come up with that one? Rebuckle.
Yeah.
Was that
It was
on
harder
the
to
fly?
say
That's awesome.
than to think
Rebuckle.
about.
I like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that daily now.
So we got Nev Campbell back again.
Yep.
We got Gail, Courtney Cox, and then we got David Arquette back as Dewey with fresh faces, and that really concentrates on this generation. This one actually is a legacy sequel
Yes.
to me. They're not really the main characters here. The main characters are played by Melissa Barrera as Sam Carpenter, and then Jenny Ortega plays Tara Carpenter as sisters.
What?
Again, amazing opening
Yep.
on this one.
Yep.
So good. In fact, I have a little theory. I might make a video. I think
Okay.
this was Stu.
Okay.
Like, if you can tie it in, I think this one was
Brother,
Stu.
I love your theories
Yeah.
because they seem to always make sense. So please,
Oh,
go,
thanks.
go
Yeah.
along with that. Absolutely.
I'll try to make that video this
Right
week.
on. Right on.
Either way, this is like Creed of the Scream franchise.
All right.
You find out later that Sam Carpenter's character is actually Billy Loomis's daughter. And like, so she starts seeing Billy Loomis as a ghost. The reason why I bring that up is this is the first time we really get something supernatural in these films.
Right.
Which is, it's kind of weird.
It is weird,
honestly.
but you're right.
But
This
it
is-
worked.
It does. It does. Absolutely.
It's very
Absolutely.
clever.
Absolutely.
And like the theme for this one to me is toxic fandom.
Yep.
They just attack it all over the place. This
Yep.
is where the meta comes in. Moving into like the motives for the killers in this one with Archie and Amber, they hated Stab 8 so much they wanted to give better material because they thought they could do a better
God, it's
to make a good movie.
Is
And I'm
this
like,
not real
that's
life?
perfect.
That's right. Is this not real life?
Perfect.
Amen. All right.
Like this
I got
film
you.
is so
Yeah,
smart and so good. It has no right to be as good as it is.
I got you. All right. All right.
I will say I don't like Dewey getting killed. I wish they wouldn't have pulled that trick.
Yeah, he was done with the role, man. Come on. Come on.
Yeah,
It
well,
was-
I
it
mean,
was-
I just didn't I just didn't want to see Dewey die.
I
'cause
know.
he's such a great
Nobody
character.
does, but at the same time, I
know?
got to give respect to David Arquette because he's worked this character for so long.
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job.
But he's done so much outside of this, and the fact that this was a time where it's like, okay, yes. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
The death scene was a little bit
again, theory.
Yeah.
I think this one was Stu too.
okay. All right.
Because I mean, you look at the characters of Amber, and like Richie could have probably done it, but I think Amber takes credit for it.
Yep.
That Amber's not that tall. Like this
you,
dude's
oh,
like
you already
over-
noticed that. Oh,
Yeah,
look
like-
at you.
I'm just saying, man.
Huh.
Like, there's weird things in this movie, and I think Stu is the one making some of the phone calls. I promise this theory is going to work out.
I think it's going to
hope.
work out because, hey, we know
I think
Stu's
Stu-
involved.
The theory basically revolves around Stu
Yep.
having a cult, and this is why this
Yep.
keeps happening.
And this new movie, not spoilers. I mean, let's just go and say it, man. Stu's involved in the
Oh
the latest
yeah,
one.
Matthew
so
Lillard's
we'll
back.
see what's
So,
happening.
yeah, we're finally going to
You
get
might
the
be
answer.
onto something, sir.
Yeah.
You might be onto something.
Okay, so how did you feel about Scream 5, John?
All right, Scream 5. Not my favorite by no means, but at the same time, I understand what they were doing. You got to have a sequel.
Well, we're moving on to Scream 6 because Scream 5 did so good, they had to make a sequel now. I really, really enjoy this movie because of the change of scenery.
Yep.
Like, it's set in New York City now.
Yep.
Ghostface takes Manhattan.
Different vibe.
You know?
Yeah, it's a different vibe, a different,
Yeah,
a different
there's a
take,
lot
different
more-
pace.
It's a lot faster of a
Yeah.
movie.
You know, and that's one
Right.
thing that I think we haven't discussed, even when we were talking about, Jason Takes Manhattan, because it truly is. I appreciate the cinematography of when they're in the city. Anything
Mm-hmm.
that's filmed within the city, yeah, they amp up slow pace. Why would you be slow paced? You're in the city.
Yeah.
So I'm with you. I appreciate the fact that they. They
Oh,
were,
yeah, they
were
turned
with
this
it.
movie
You're
up
right.
a notch,
All
for
right.
sure.
And I'm with
And-
that. It keeps me involved.
And there's so many great tense scenes you can do with this, which they did. And
Yeah.
it was like, the scene with the ladder where they're trying to get out of the apartment and Ghostface is standing there. And man, that scene is so freaking tense
Right.
and awesome.
Right.
But I will say there is a bit of a letdown on this.
Okay, where you going with it?
It's the killer reveals. I didn't really enjoy the killer reveals on this one because it ends up there's actually 4 killers, but I'll get to that later. The 3 main ones is the father of Richie from the 5th film, and he's going to get revenge on Samantha for killing him. And he also convinced his kids, which become the other 2 ghost faces. And I wasn't a big fan of that. I thought that was kind of a cop out type ending.
It is a cop out.
But I mean, I enjoyed the hell out of Hayden Panettiere again being back as Kirby, and Melissa Barrera. Man, they do such a great job here. You get Skeet Ulrich back again as like the ghost of Billy Loomis. But man, that reveal though, again, that's what's gonna drag it down for me.
All right, I had to hear your explanation for that, and you explained it exactly as I intended. You're right. Very convoluted. You know, I love the cinematography. I love everything, but the
Yeah, they
reveal
shot
is- right.
great.
Okay, and I know this is going to be hard to follow, but just follow me, okay? Have you ever seen the movie Role Models?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a scene where they're taking their littles out on the camping trip. They're sitting around the campfire, and one of the more annoying camp counselors is telling a story, right? And he takes so long to tell the story that by the end he gives the twist, and he's like,
was Philip, the pizza delivery boy from when they ordered pizza at the beginning of the story. Come on.
you know, and everybody's
Yeah.
like, what? This is how that movie felt to me. Because it was literally, they tried to tag you along and pulled you along, you got it, but like you said, the reveal was like, shit, man. I mean, damn, I got to go back and do all the traces and all these things and all that, you know what I'm saying? There was
Yeah.
a lot more to it than, you know.
And it's not like Richie was like, you know,
No.
Billy or Stu.
And that's
or
what I'm saying,
something.
dude.
That's why I didn't mind Billy Loomis's mother in 2.
I-
Because you
because it had
had
a connection.
You had Mickey
Right.
there.
Right.
Also being one of the more original killers. But this one was just straight up a revenge plot.
I use that analogy because what I'm saying is that they took that revenge plot, they leaped it off, but it did not fucking land. We all were
don't think
kind of
so.
like, what?
Yeah, I know. I was like, I thought it was gonna be somebody better, or I actually thought for a second it was gonna be Kirby.
So that's what I'm saying.
That's what they were kind of
Right,
leading
right.
towards, and I'm like, oh shit, okay.
So you get to the end and you're like, man, all right, and then you're like, that makes what?
And
What?
I was like, hold on. And another thing that kind of spoiled it for me was that, like, once you add those 3 in, well, you know it's not these 6 or 7.
Right?
So now you just have a problem with too many characters.
Right.
It made it easier to figure out and identify Ghostface.
Amen.
And then Matthew Lillard, I was watching an interview with him. He made a really good point the other day. He said that he didn't like the Ghostface in here because he thought it was a little too violent. The only reason why he said that, he's like, when in the hell does Ghostface ever use a shotgun?
Right.
And I'm like,
Very good point.
that's a great point.
That's a great point. This is a Michael Myers hand-on killer.
Before I get my ranking here, I just want everybody to know I think this is a lot more fun of a movie than some of them. They're going to be above it.
I agree.
But there's just certain missed points here that I think.
If you're a fan, like you said, yes,
Yeah.
you're gonna be like,
Yeah, but you're going to leave it.
You're gonna
being
enjoy
like-
it.
Yeah, you're going to
Yeah,
enjoy it.
you
though.
enjoy it.
And I hate to do this because I
Come on.
really did like this movie, but I want to know who I'm looking at. That's
All
where
right.
I'm putting it.
All right. Well, you know, I'm not far behind you because I'm of the same understanding exactly how you explained it. I want to know who I'm looking at, right? I appreciate the fact that Matthew Lillard said that because, I mean, the essence of the Ghostface killer in my mind is just like Michael Myers or Jason. We don't need guns.
Yeah,
These
no,
dudes don't need guns,
And it was only
man.
in one scene, but
I know,
still
but
he
still,
used it.
it
Now
killed-
you
it just-
know
it
the
just-
intention
yes.
here, and it's like what?
Yeah, so that I agree with you on that. That was a downfall of the movie and again the character. I just, you know, I'm like you. I mean, even though we introduced the supernatural aspect of it with the ghost, dude, I want my slashers to be slashers.
Yeah,
Slashers, right?
Yeah. I
That's what
know.
I'm
I
talking
agree,
about.
man.
All right.
I agree.
Yeah. So I'm right there with you. I'm
Right
gonna
on.
know who I'm looking at.
Right on. Well, all right. So,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it. That is our Scream tier list ranking. I hope you enjoyed all of this.
Right.
And before we get out of here, I just want to say something. Even though I know we got these ranked,
Mhm.
this is probably the best, most consistent horror franchise of all time.
Amen.
You're really not going to go too wrong here with any of these films. But we had to rank them. Because, I mean, I guarantee you there are way worse movies than
God,
Halloween,
yes.
Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. If you don't believe us, go
Nothing-
watch those tier lists.
Well,
that
nothing's
we
ever
did
going
on
to
'em.
top Halloween 3, so we know that there's
Fuck that
always
movie.
things that are always going to fall short of that glory. So yeah, we just got to deal with what we deal
God.
with. Sorry.
Oh my God, that movie sucks ass.
Love you.
Love you too, buddy. Love you too. But, ladies and gentlemen, just so you don't miss
Amen.
any more tier lists or any more content, please like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications.
Ding,
You can
ding.
follow us on Frequency 140 Podcast
Come
at
on.
patreon.com if you want to support the show. For $3 a month, you get content from all three of our channels, the movie channel, the wrestling channel, and the soon-to-come video games and toys channel
Check it
releasing at
out,
the beginning
y'all.
of the year. And as always, I send it back to my buddy, Mr. Bennett.
Brother, I appreciate it. It's been a great night. We just come over here, we hang out, we talk smack, and just enjoy our conversations, right? And we appreciate you guys joining us because that's what we kind of just do. We're just two
Yep.
long-haired dudes talking about stuff we love
Talking a
talking
lot of
about.
shit.
And you guys tune in and talk about it with us or hang out with us. You know, and we appreciate that. So I will say this as always because it is the truth. Geeks, freaks, and nerds unite because the world needs us.
Peace.
Amen.